I feel like
I never know where to start.
me either.
Hi, it's Cass.
Hey, it's Michelle.
And we are back with another... What the fuck, Michelle? We're back.
Me trying to shut you up. I don't want to talk about our memories.
We're back with another story time experience video. You guys know how it goes.
We're just gonna talk shit.
Yeah, basically. So hopefully you want to hear it. If not, this will be pointless. Let me start off by saying that was a very interestingly organized fan meet, and we'll get more into that after. But overall, we had a really good time. Our posters made a comeback, of course, plus a new one. We weren't as close as we were last time, but
It's okay.
I was still loud.
We were still shook. We were still getting rowdy in the back.
Yup. Our entire section was just like,
dude, everyone was like, who the fuck invited them?
hi. So yeah, we landed like at what, 8 something in the morning from New York, because okay, this is how let's just start on how
we even ended up in this situation.
Yeah. So we were just, for our birthdays, we were just gonna, take a trip to New York. And it was supposed to be from November 10th
10th to the 13th.
to the 13th, like 3 days.
A regular
whatever.
trip.
A regular trip. And then, halfway through our planning, we get a notification saying that GOT7 is gonna have a fan meet.
The worst notification of my life.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's just insert that.
Where were you?
I was at Starbucks because I dropped my cookie.
I remember that. Yes.
Remember?
So she wasn't with me. I was with my sister and with Priscilla. And we get a notification and I'm like, dang, I wonder when they're coming. So then I get another notification and it says the dates. And I was like, you're kidding.
It lands exactly.
It landed exactly around our trip. So we were like, okay, we're gonna be in New York. We might as well go to Toronto, right? Look at how trash we are. Yeah, we're like, we might as well, right?
Whatever.
Whatever.
Couple $100.
We went ahead and, extended the trip because that's just the type of people we are. And we ended up in Toronto.
So we ended up going to New York the 10th to the 13th, and we flew out the morning of the freaking fan meet. Like, we barely had any sleep.
Yeah.
So we flew out at 6 o'clock, we landed at 8, and then we got back to Miami on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was a long ass trip.
We land in Toronto, and we're like, okay, we're hungry.
I forgot the fan meet.
We landed in Toronto. We get to our hotel room.
I'm shaking.
Shut up. And we're like, okay, we're gonna go eat. We go eat. And I was okay, but at the same time, I was not okay.
No, the fact that we knew we were going to see GOT7 that night, we were already like...
And it's such a short amount of time. We were like, oh my God. So we're walking back to our hotel, and me and Michelle are just, like eating crap. And we start doing like hungry.
No, wait. We're going to the venue. Because we're going to go pick up our tickets.
We were going to the venue.
Yeah.
And then we're just like messing around. And we're like basically summoning Bam Bam.
I really hope he didn't hear us. Oh my God.
We're just walking like whatever. The streets were empty. It was 8 in the morning on a freaking Sunday. And we're like, whatever. So we're just hungry. We're just going hungry. And then when we're walking, we just see someone turn in the corner.
No, but wait, remember when your sister was like, hot fire coming this way?
Yes!
We're like,
My sister was like, dang! Like, hot fire, meaning someone cute, was walking towards us. And then when we book, it was bam bam. Okay, if you personally know us, you know that this is nothing new.
It always happens
This
to us.
always happens. Me and Michelle always bump into people.
It's so uncomfortable. It always happens in the most, like, unexpected. Like, unexpected, but, like, in times where I really don't need to see anyone, it happens. Like, freaking Chicago, my hat was blowing away, and that's another story.
Whatever. We bumped into Sehun.
We bumped into Sehun.
Dio. Shumin. All of Big Bang.
All of Big Bang in New York.
Almost Key. Key was behind us. Like, he was just,
Well, that's it. That's it, right?
I don't know. We've just bumped into so many people that it's just like, and it's unexpected, and it just leaves us like,
yeah, we're always just like, after, we're like, why?
Yeah, like, why?
Why us?
Mm-hmm. And we're always so calm. We're
calm during it, but when that boy turns the corner,
I almost ran into traffic. The thing is, like, he didn't just pass right by us. He passed right by us, and you hear, hey. And we were just like,
literally, because the thing is, I wish we would have been walking, the three of us.
Yeah.
But since it was a small path, it was Cass's sister, Cass, and me.
He was with the security and a girl.
He was the last one, though, walking.
Yeah.
And then they all, you literally, because it's cold as fuck. So you literally just see Cass, me, and her sister go, like, walking like this, like, with their jackets on. We're just like, don't look at me. And I freaking look up, and Ben was just, like, looking, and he's like, hey. I didn't say anything back. I was just like,
yeah, like, it was just so unexpected that when he said hey, I was just kind of like,
he's probably like, these rude ass bitches didn't say hi back.
I'm just trying to say hey. So we're like, okay, whatever, that happened. We go to the venue, and we're standing waiting for box office to open, which, by the way, they said would open at 10, but actually opened at 12, so we just wasted our time there.
Basically.
After a while, we see Bam Bam come again from the corner, walking towards the venue. And then you just hear Michelle, idiot! What is he doing? Is he stupid? Because there was a crowd of fans.
There was a lot of fans. So, like, it could have been either really, really bad, but thankfully it wasn't really bad.
Let me just explain to you guys. We're from America, okay? In America, you have two types of people. You have the calm ones, and then you have the psychos that will mob these people. So automatically, when he turns the corner, you just hear, idiot! Oh my God! What is he doing? And then he's still walking towards, like, the venue, and he just turns the corner. No one even acknowledges
the corner. He ran into that corner.
Yeah, but, like, no one did anything.
No, yeah, they just said they were just recording, we were just or whatever.
Like, this is new.
Mind fucked. Yeah. I've never seen that happen ever in my entire life. It's a good thing that they acted that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Props to you, Canada.
I don't know about when the fan meet happened though. Y'all were on some other level.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Did anything else happen while you were? No, right? No. Oh, okay. The venue was really unorganized when it came to tickets, bracelets, everything. Bracelets, wristbands. Like, everything. They were just so lost. It was 4 p.m. and there were still people in line for the 3 p.m. show waiting
to get inside. That's crazy. And we were there. We got there at 12 to try and get our tickets because it was venue pickup and there was a huge line. So they said, come back at like their priority was a 3 p.m. show. So we were like, okay, whatever, we get it. The 3 p.m. show needs to go in first. We come back around 3 p.m., almost 3:30 p.m. The line is just as big as it was when we got there at 12. And there was like a small little 8 p.m. line. And we were like, what the heck? How are these people not inside by now? This is ridiculous. We asked, we were like, okay, is there any way we can get our tickets? Like, this line is going to take forever. By the time we get our tickets, it's going to be 8 p.m. and we're not going to be able to do anything. So then it was almost 4, like she said, and people still weren't being let in. And then they finally started letting 8 p.m. go inside.
Thank God.
We would have been there till 8.
We were already planning on like rotating so we can all go get ready because of how bad it was. Because the lady was like stuck on telling us, you're not getting your tickets now. You're not getting your tickets now. Come back later, blah, blah, blah. If we would have left, I would have been so upset.
I know, but thank God we did it. And we would have left and come back at the time that we had to like come back. We would have never gotten our tickets because the lines would have been huge.
And all the people that were working the venue, like you would ask them something, I don't know. I don't know.
There were no answers.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
that was just really frustrating. But we did have a good time afterwards. But
we also saw a viewer.
Oh, we did.
It was so weird. I've never seen a viewer.
Yeah, like I'm here, like
God
damn it, it's cold.
He's like, you guys do reactions? I was like,
we're like, oh my God, suddenly I'm warm. I'm sorry.
That was so cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. Hi. Hello. It was nice to meet you. So we went and got ready. And we go to the
A good thing was that our venue was like it was like a 5-minute walk.
Yes.
Literally.
It was just like right down the street.
We literally just turned the corner and walked all the way down and the venue was right there. That was a super, like that was a plus obviously because we can take as long as you want and we'll never be late.
Yeah, we were like right on time.
Literally, like 3:50 we were leaving the hotel.
Oh
no, 7:50 we were leaving the hotel.
So we get to the venue and we go to our seats and then like when like a show's about to start,
the lights
the lights turn off and the music changes and stuff. Well, that happened. The show wasn't gonna start, but that happened, and all of a sudden it was like the movie 300 in there.
I really wish I would have recorded it. It was insane. Like, I don't even know how these people got out of their chairs so fast because you were to think that all of the aisle would go, but it was like people from the middle. Literally just to
that was
front.
Weird. This happened a good
3 times.
Yeah, like 3 times.
And they had to, like, people from K-pop Me kept telling them to go back to their seats because they couldn't start the show that way. But then they said that they can come back to their spots once the show has already started.
I don't know. It was just a little unorganized, like whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that because every single time that they thought the show would start, they would swarm the stage. It even happened when the boys were on stage. They were doing a fan meeting. Yeah, the fan meeting, and they were about to start performing, and these girls freaking ran. I'm pretty sure they shot themselves for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, they were like, oh, hell no. It's ending tonight.
Yeah. The end
is near.
This is true.
Yeah, but it was like really strange. That was kind of like a weird thing because you don't do that here. Like you stay in your seat or you're getting kicked out, basically. Yeah. So
I'll never forget that guy who was sitting on the chair.
They honestly, like, the security was being a little extra.
No, they underestimate the fans.
Yeah, because they were like, okay, let's get this big dude to sit on a chair in the middle of an aisle.
Freaking expecting that nobody would cross him if he's sitting on a chair. He stood up so quick. He was like,
yeah, he saw them running and he was like, I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. During the fan meet, like, it was so fun. Their performances were amazing. Hard Carry live is one of the best things I've ever witnessed. It's so good. You get so turned. Oh my God.
Prove It live.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Prove It live had to be my favorite thing in the entire world. Honestly.
Oh my God.
Honestly.
There was a part where the boys had to play with fans.
Oh my God.
And JB got a pretty girl.
Yeah,
like
she was pretty.
And that boy, you could tell that he was shook. Oh my God. He was just like, and like over her, like.
Yeah, literally, like, this is a girl, and JB was like.
Yeah, and the girl's just like, what the fuck? If I was that girl, I'd be like.
Let's give props to the girl who was holding on to Jackson's bicep for dear life.
That girl is me. This is Jackson's bicep. She was like this.
Literally. She was
he would
like,
talk to her and she's like.
She held on tight, fam.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they would call the numbers and they would stand at the edge of the stage like.
Bro, JB was extra as fuck though. The girl came up the stairs and he was like.
No, the girl that was
Bam,
ignoring
bam.
Bam Bam.
This always happens to him though. Pobrecito. He literally was like, high five. And the girl's like.
And he's like,
walked
hello?
the other way. He's like, hello? Hello? But she didn't realize. Yeah, she did it on purpose.
Oh! And then, like, when they were gonna play, he goes up to her again, and she's just walking away, and he's like, hello?
Stop, that makes me so sad.
So, one interesting moment was when they were gonna get off stage, like, the fans were gonna get off stage, like, the girl was hugging JB.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, get you some. Oh.
I remember now. Freaking Krystal. The thing is that you always pick the silent moments. I'm 100% sure he heard that.
No, 100%. He was probably just like, what is this girl saying?
And JB was, Margaret's her like. Ugh.
So yeah, what we're talking about is that when he was hugging the girl, I had like this sudden urge to like be her wingman. So you just hear in the silence, get you some, JB! And it echoed in the room. And everyone around me was just like, what?
Bro, I wish I had that shit recorded.
Everyone was just like, oh my God. My voice just echoed. It's really, like, I'm really loud, so like.
He was feeling it though.
Or like when Jackson was like, where should I go? And you hear, Miami!
From Brazil, and then we're like,
Miami!
You know what? You get where do you want to go? 어디 가고 싶어? 또 easy 못 가보신 나라 중에서 가고 싶으신 곳 한 곳.
But
they were being slick as hell, the entire family. When they were like, your house, let me go to your house.
let me go to your house. Excuse you?
Oh, and Jackson said something about baby.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what it was.
Baby, the food's done or something like that. And when they were chanting for Yogyum, hit the stage, hit the stage. This boy was like, oh, y'all want me to do that right now?
Hit the stage, Yogyum. I got you.
Hit the stage, 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 hit the stage. And then he started doing that, and I started like,
when they sang Yogyum happy birthday.
bye. That's when I put the special poster up.
You did?
I did. I was just like, happy birthday. You know, it gets to a point where you're just like, you don't care anymore, and you're just like, happy
It
birthday.
really does.
Yeah, that was me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I don't want to talk about this.
okay, so the fan meet finished, and you obviously, if you have photo op or high touch, you have to stay.
Mm-hmm.
So they go, anyone with a blue wristband? Something about high touch. And I was like,
What?
When I look at our wrists, we all had blue wristbands. Mind you, we had photo op.
Mm-hmm.
So we start freaking out, panicking, and I was like, no.
It's not happening right now.
Wait. So I get the tickets, and I go up to one of the people that was like running it,
Mm-hmm.
and I explained to her what happened, and she was lost. I'm sorry. She was lost. And then she goes, go talk to, I don't know. And then GOT7 security came up to me, and he was like, don't worry, I saw your face. And I was like, okay. Thanks, fam.
Thanks, fam.
So after he said that, I walked back to my seat, and I just sit
calm.
down, and I was like, whatever. And then I was like, hold on. I got a blue wristband on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see a guy that's giving the pink wristbands, because we weren't the only ones that had a problem with like messed up wristbands.
Yeah.
So I was like, give me those tickets again. I go up to him and I was like, hey, I just spoke to this guy. I told him like the situation. I was like, oh, I am row L. That includes photo op. Why do I have a blue wristband? And he's just looking at me like, what did this girl say? And I'm like,
Never mind.
okay. So I go up to a girl, and I was like, hey, I have row L, blah, blah, blah. It's supposed to be photo op. Why do I have a blue wristband? And she goes, oh my God, you're supposed to have a pink wristband. I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay. So she gives me the pink wristband. She puts it on me. And then I was like, oh, but my friends, you know, they also have row L. I show them the tickets. Like, we were not lying. I show them the tickets. And then she goes, oh, do you want me to put them on your friends, or do you want me to give it to your friends? And I'm like, no, you can give them to me. You can just give it to me. I'll put them on my friends. I go up to my sister at Michelle, and I was like, put on these wristbands. We're going to high touch. We were like, whatever. We have blue wristbands. We might as well go to high touch.
Somehow, God
blessed
us and
us.
gave us free high touch.
And I was like, you know what? Let's go. They might see my face. But
I'm getting nervous just thinking about it.
Yeah, I know. I have butterflies.
Do you feel my legs against your legs?
Yeah. So we're like, okay, we're gonna go to high touch. I mean, it's not a wasted wristband.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not my fault that they gave me the wrong wristband either. If you were in my position, you would do it too.
Okay, mind you, this all happened in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So like, we had no time to process the fact that we got high touch. We got in the line. You know, high touch line goes like this. Because
yeah.
you literally have like 0.5 seconds with each member. So we get on the line, and by the time we know it, we're already going up the steps.
Yes.
So I'm shaking.
My sister was first, I was in the middle, and Michelle was behind me.
Yes.
So like,
Oh my God.
it gets to like the point where we have to go up to them.
Yeah.
So my sister goes first, and Bam Bam's like, he literally just goes,
Oh,
hi, thank you. Are you sweaty?
Yes. I don't know why.
And then my sister's like, whatever, she says hi to him, and she's like, oh, blah, 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 whatever. She goes to Jackson. Mind you, I'm still here at the edge, hasn't gone to Bam Bam yet. Because I'm watching my sister and Jackson because it's my sister's bias. And so my sister goes to Jackson, and this boy is just like at my sister, and I'm like, whatever. I go up to Bam Bam. I'm still watching, but I'm looking at Bam Bam
This
too.
one has 4 eyes. You
Hell
know this.
yeah. I go to Bam Bam. I'm like, hey, what's up? And he like holds my hand, and he kind of like,
I've seen this face before.
and I'm like, hopefully you saw my face in Atlanta and not a few hours ago walking next to you.
Oh my God.
But he was like, hi, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And he just like stayed for a second. He was like, and I'm here like, What you looking at?
I feel like we had abnormally long seconds with them.
Yeah, we did.
Because I feel like we had more than other people. Like, the only one that had a very, very short high touch with was Young Jay.
Yeah.
Because all he does are high fives.
High fives.
But everybody else grabs your hand in some sort of way.
And then, so like, whatever, I'm done talking to Bam Bam. And then when I look, my sister's walking away and Jackson is literally like this. Following her. And I'm like, hello?
I'm next.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm next for Jackson. And then he's still staring at my sister walking down. Like, my sister's by JB already.
Oh.
And he's just
I forgot the order of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I just threw a name. And I'm just here like, am I just gonna shake a dead hand? So like, he turns, like after he looks at my sister, he goes, hi. And I'm like, oh, hell no. And I was like, hi, blah, 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 blah. And then, what happened with you and Bam Bam? Come on, we going down the line. Come on, we going down the line, Michelle.
All I remember was Bam Bam saying, get home safe. And I was like, no. I want to die on my way home. And then I forgot who was next.
Jackson.
Was it Jackson? I wish I would have recorded. This always happens. It's fucking hell. I don't remember it. I just remember saying hello. Or like, I remember him, because you know, like, it took a little bit longer to
Yeah.
Chris. So then,
Yeah, we backed up that line.
yeah, literally.
It ain't my fault, it's Jackson's fault. I just want to say hi.
So then he was saying hi to you, and then he looks at me, and he's like, you know, like that Squirtle smile he has?
Yeah.
He was like, and I was like, he's so cute. And then he kind of eyed the poster, and he was like, and I was like, do you remember this? But like, I didn't have time because I kept going, and I'm pretty sure JB was next because JB started laughing at it.
It was JB.
So JB has like this weird touch. Like, he grabs your hand, but he's like, it was like a half handshake,
Yeah, he was
half
like,
hold.
Give me your finger.
So I'm with JB, but I'm still talking to Jackson because I'm trash. So I'm like, do you remember Atlanta? And he was like, oh! And I was like,
why the fuck you lying?
so I keep walking, and then you with your sister with JB. I don't know what happened with your sister and JB.
I don't
Or you
remember
and JB.
either. I don't know. I just remember going up to JB and looking at him, and he was looking at me, and I was like, oh my God, did you just take something from me?
Let me make this clear. The only ones who intimidate I can't even speak. Intimidate me from GOT7 is Jin Young and JB. I cannot look at them in the eye. So when I went up to JB, that's why I was still talking to Jackson. I was like,
Young Jay was just like, y'all go give me a high five and go.
was it Young Jay?
It was like Yogyum or Young Jay, one of them.
I think it was Yogyum then Young Jay.
Listen.
One of those two.
Listen, after JB was a blur because I was like, oh my God, Yogyum's coming. And I was like,
Yogyum's coming.
And he like grabbed my hand, and I was like, fuck. And I'm just like, hi.
Yogyum's handshakes are cute.
Yeah. And I'm just like, hi.
Yogyum's just cute.
After I passed Yogyum, I'm surprised I passed Yogyum. I think it was Young Jay.
It was Jin Young. For sure it was
Oh
Jin
my
Young.
God, Jin Young.
Jin Young's
That boy, like, my hand was here, and he literally grabbed it.
Yeah.
Like, my hand was here, and he, like...
He didn't even give me enough time to go in.
Yeah, and I'm like... Yeah, and I'm like, oh, great. And he's like, hi, and I'm like, hi. And then Marky. Mark's my
American
sister
as
too.
fuck.
Jin Young and Mark. I was like, dang! Why I gotta go behind my sister? My sister's walking away, and they're like, hello, hi. But Mark, like, I did see that when Mark saw my sister, he kind of like, he said hi, and he kind of did like a double take, like, did anything else happen to you? Apart from Jin Young being disrespectful?
I went up to Mark, and I literally said, hey, what's up, Mark? And he was like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, like a hand
for
bro.
Mark, I was
shit.
like, yeah, because America,
up,
man.
homie?
America.
Yeah, I was like,
what's up, Mark?
bring it in.
Yeah. He literally is like, I think he smells America off people. So he's just like, what's up,
He's like, it's my fam, what's up? They made us walk off, like, backstage. And the guy's like, oh, your wristbands. And then we showed them the pink wristbands, which are for photo op. So he took us through another side and we sat down and waited for High Touch to finish. And then we were like, okay. We sat down and watched like people take their pictures until eventually we got in line.
And I was shitting myself.
So like the line keeps moving and we're making our way up there. And I'm like, I'm counting the chairs and I'm like, oh my God, am I actually going to sit in front of Yogyum?
No, so like we were in the line and we obviously wanted specific people.
Yeah.
Her sister and I were aiming for Jackson. So we wanted to be, if you wanted Jackson, you had to be at the end of the 10 people. If you wanted Yogyum, you had to be like the 6th one?
Yeah. It was the
sixth
6th
person.
chair.
The 6th chair. So of course we were trying to count like while we're on our way up, but people like clumped together. So you can't really tell who you're going to get. So we're up there and she was supposed to get Yogyum. We were supposed to get Jackson.
Yeah.
But, like,
You guys were because the girl had asked me. She goes, oh, do you want to switch with me? And I was like, no, because I knew that Yogyum was going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And then some girl got in front of me and I was like, oh my God. And then that girl got behind me. So it was a gap between
there
us.
was a good amount of people that skipped. Like,
Yeah.
not skipped, but like literally skipped though.
But that always happens. Everybody's photo op is fine. And then we go to photo op and everyone starts going crazy.
I know, it's so annoying because you have like, you're like you see who you're gonna be with, it's your favorite, and then you get up there and people start leaving the line.
Yeah, because they want to sit somewhere else, and I'm like, can you just stay in line?
Exactly. And then these people start rushing you, so you can't
Yeah.
even like be slick about it and be like, nah, I'm gonna get back to where I was. So literally, we get there, we're literally next for the photo, and I want to say like around 3 girls get out, and then one got in between me and your sister. I still ended up with you, but one of them got in between me and her sister because she wanted to be with JB. So when we sit, we're going towards the chairs. I don't know who I have at that point anymore.
Me either.
Because they separate the boys from us when you're about to sit. Like they sit in the back.
Push them back
until you sit down on the chair, and basically you just have to turn around and see who you got, like a surprise. So I sat down. You got
Mark.
JB.
And my sister got Yogyum.
Yogyum.
Like, it's just annoying the fact that I knew that I could have sat in front of Yogyum, but I was okay sitting in front of anyone.
Yeah, basically.
But like, it was just really annoying the way the girls were acting. And it just wasn't fair. But it's okay because
I had a good time.
I'm still gonna go to the next Fanmeet
still talk
and the
to
next
Jackson.
concert. And listen, who we got
Was lit. I never in a million years expected me to sit in front of JB just because of the fact that I can't even look him in the eye.
dude. But like, the thing is, when we were walking in, I walked in. I didn't even notice what was going on behind me. I walked in and I stopped in front of Jin Young and Mark. And like, remember that I told you guys that I was eyeing the chair? That I literally stood there and Jin Young and Mark are watching me. They're like, what is this girl doing? And I look at the chair and I'm like, I literally went like that. I was like, I look at them and I look at the chair and I'm like.
So you knew you had Mark and Jin Young when you sat down?
I didn't know if I had, who I had. They were there.
Okay.
I was like, I'm going to have one of them, but I don't know who. So I'm eyeing the chair and I'm like, mind you, this girl's already sitting and I'm just looking and they're looking at me like, Mark's like, sit down. Jin Young's like, bitch, you don't sit your.
You see what it feels like? Do you see what it feels like now?
So at this point, I don't know who it is. So I was like, whatever, I'm done. I'm going to sit. Whoever I got. And then I see that Michelle sits next to me.
I get stressed just thinking about it.
Yeah. I see that Michelle sits next to me. I was like, okay. Then I see a girl.
In between.
And that's when I was like, where's Krystal? And when I said, where's Krystal? And I saw who was walking up behind her. I was like, never mind.
Yo.
And then it happened like a domino effect. Yogyum went up to my sister and he like put his hands on her shoulders. And then JB went up to you.
When he came up to me, he did like some creepy thing. Like, look straight. No, that was after. Look straight. I literally felt his breathing. He was like... he literally was like that. And then he stood back up. And then that's the only thing he did. It was after that he scared the shit out of me. I just felt him breathe.
And then I was like, I see everything that's happening to the left of me, but then I feel a presence. And then I was like, oh my God, who is it? And then I go like this, and it's marked like this.
He's so cute.
Hi. And I was like, hi. I didn't go. I was like, hi, what's up?
Stop, that's so cute.
But he was just like this, like, hey. And I was like, hi, what's up? I don't know what he said because I was like, oh my God, it's Mark. And whatever, we took our picture. I'm pretty sure I'm not looking at the camera.
Me either. I know you took a picture twice.
Yeah.
The first time I for sure was not looking at the camera. For sure, I know it because I was looking at a light somewhere. The second time, maybe I looked at the camera.
I don't know what I was looking at. But then when I stood up, Mark was like, thank you. And I turned around, I was like, thank you. And then I start walking off and I hear, bah, bah, bah. And I turn around and I see Michelle, but I don't see my sister. And I was like, oh my God, my sister dead ass just busted her ass. It wasn't my sister.
Oh my God.
It was some other girl. Because the girl was like, I guess she was nervous and she was bowing at the same time. And she went, bah.
Before I sat down, I was walking past them and I literally, it was like a movie. Like, you know those K-dramas? I was like, Jackson.
Oh yeah, that he was reaching out for you guys.
And Jackson was like,
he wanted them to sit with him because the thing is, it was Jackson and 2 chairs. It was perfect. My sister and Michelle could have sat down. They would have been happy. I would have been all the way over there with Yogi. Just chilling. Yeah, right. Not chilling.
Jackson
Dying.
was literally like,
yeah, like he reached out for them, like called out for them. And then these girls started like
being annoying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know you wanted Jackson, but so did we.
Yeah, like you guys were going to have him. That's just whatever. Whatever happened.
Whatever.
I'm happy that I sat in front of Mark anyway.
JB scared the shit out of me.
And like, I'm happy that my sister sat in front of Yogi.
She said that he went up to her and he like put his weight on her.
I'd be like, I would have just felt pressure and I would have been like, just pass out.
No, when the picture was done, fucking JB went, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, like that.
Thank you. But like, you know,
I heard it because it was.
But you know, like those weird things that you put on when you hear earphones,
Bye.
And you put on headphones, and there's like that weird thing that you hear.
Yeah.
It literally felt like that.
You know the Fanmeet in the US that he was like that,
and I literally said, oh crap, you scared the fuck out of me.
and I'm there like dying. I'm like, ah!
And I turn around and this bitch is laughing at me. I was like,
do you want to fight? But it was such a fun experience, and I'm glad like the whole wristband thing happened, and I'm glad that I thought quickly, and I was like,
for real.
No. We're getting into high touch.
But this is a major, at least for me, this is a major glow up for my last fan meet, from my last photo op, because I didn't say a word to Jin Young.
Yeah.
That was a step up.
I stepped down a little bit because Mark scared me. Because at least Bam Bam, I saw him and I was like,
that's the good part. Like, you knew who you were walking up to.
Yeah.
These freaking people scared. Like, I wonder if they know. I wonder if in the back they're like start switching it up. We're like, let's switch it up on them.
yeah, I was like, if I would have gotten Jin Young, game over. They would have had to like reel me out of there. Just like, come on.
I'm surprised I didn't slither down the chair.
Dude.
The thing. I was so... JB intimidates me so much, and I don't know why, because he's such a shy little hoe. Like, I don't understand, but I can't look him in the eye. It's so bad.
I don't know, dude. Like, it's just, I freaking love GOT7. Like, we had a good time, no matter what happened, like, with the whole ticket situation, and, like, the company, like, not answering their emails and stuff, whatever, we still had a good time. I would do it again 1,000 times.
You know what I think of? I think of that, what if we would have gotten those row H tickets, it might have not happened. Like, the whole high touch thing wouldn't have happened.
Exactly. So I was like, you know what? Whatever. I don't mind it. We know that Sub K is announcing another tour.
And if it's EXO, I'm not going.
Yes, you are. And we are announcing right now that we're going. Come on. If it's anyone that you know has this duo
Shook.
shook. We're going 1,000%.
I heard there was rumors about GOT7 coming back, and I ain't even mad.
I ain't even mad. They could come back tomorrow, and I'll be like, yes, hi,
I'm
welcome,
going.
welcome back.
Even
I
if
missed
it means
you.
they sleep on the streets, I'm still going.
Hell yeah. They freaking... we were saying it today. We're like, GOT7 was still on stage, and we were already like, wow, I miss GOT7.
Dude. I feel like even if you don't get photo op or like fan high touch, whatever, you still miss GOT7 because they're so funny on stage.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're one of the only main groups that can really interact with everyone. Like every member can interact with everyone.
Thing is, they're so fun, and they're so full of personalities, like different personalities, and they mold with each other that you just have a good time no matter where you're sitting, no matter what time the show is. Like you're always having a good time no matter what happens, like with like the companies and stuff. Just go there and have a good time if you ever have a chance to go see GOT7 or any of these groups, but mainly GOT7 because of the fact that
regret it.
Yeah, you will not regret it. They're so great. They're very, like, their fan service is incredible.
Very charismatic.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I would go to any GOT7 show.
Me.
Any. Even if I just saw them yesterday. And they're like, oh, we're coming back tomorrow.
You want my destiny.
I'd be like, yes.
Great. They can sing Hard Carry 5 times in a row and I'll still go.
I mean, we heard Bang 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 3 times in a row.
True.
Dude.
Oh, I missed them already.
But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed our little story time.
We don't have much video snippets. We just have like concert videos.
Yeah.
But
so
whatever.
We'll insert those videos so you guys can see a little bit of that. And we also went to CL's show and we had such a good time.
We had a nice ass view too. She saw us perfectly.
Yeah. She was always waving at our section and like blowing kisses. She was gorgeous. Gorgeous. Like what a queen. And that was last minute too. Because we had already booked our flight. We booked our flight. Oh my God,
that's right. I forgot. We booked our flight to come back Monday. And then literally the next day, because we had 24 hours to fix it. The next day, CL announced a tour. And it was right after GOT7. So we called 24 hours before and we got to switch it.
Yeah, we were able to switch our flight. So we extended our trip once again. But I don't regret it. I had a really, really, really fun time. I would do it 1,000 times. Honestly, if you have the opportunity to see any of these artists, I would recommend going. Yeah. They are unlike any other groups that I've ever seen. Like any other concert that I've been to, like K-pop concerts have been the best ones that I've gone to. And GOT7 specifically has been one of the best ones. One of the best ones, both the fan meet and the concert.
Yep, they're so interactive. And they all the acts are interactive with the crowds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can go to any show. Even freaking Big Bang.
Yeah.
Big Bang is so interactive.
We still have to do story times for that.
Oh my God.
If you guys want Big Bang, Shiny, XO story time, we will definitely do them. So if you like this video, be sure to subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Let us know if you want us to do any other type of story times. If you went to any of the fan meets, we'd love to hear your story. So link us, or you can write it in the comments down below, whatever you'd like. And that's it. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Three, two,
comeback, right? We made it.
오늘은 너와 나 둘이서 함께해.
Thank you, JB. Wow.
And I also want to say, GOT7, we debuted. We released our album. We had first place. We received many awards. We could not have done it without you guys.